Good morning. It is Friday, November 21st. Time for our Mustang Yukon market weekly recap. Here we go. Right now in Mustang and Yukon school districts, there are 765 total homes for sale. That's down a little bit. It's been a week since I did this. Last I remember, I think it was in the 800s. 55 new homes came up for sale this week. Not brand new homes, but 55 new listings. 54 went pending, so we're staying pretty darn neutral. 47 sold, or they got contracts, they're gone. New people have moved in, and 17 homes have expired. So if you count pendings and expireds, assuming some will relist, but nonetheless more are off than came on. Your rates, a conventional rate is about 6.23 right now. A VA is about 6.12, and you can get a VA for 5.89, still under 6. They've come up just a little bit, but they're still hovering around that same spot. And then one little highlight, and I even had a conversation with an appraiser that I know just yesterday, and he reassured what I feel like and what I know based off of my real estate business is that it seems like this year's kind of flipped upside down as far as like sometimes it slows down a little bit going into the winter. Now a lot of people always ask, should I list my house in the winter? If you want to sell your house, the answer is yes, because people are still looking in the winter. I mean, I can show you stats of how many houses sell from September, October, November, December, the last quarter, and it's still a substantial amount. You get less lookers usually because you don't have people out just looking that are kind of on the fence, but usually those that are looking are usually pretty good buyers. But this year, it's busier now than it was in the summer months. So, which is just odd. I've noticed a substantial uptick in people wanting to look at houses, conversations, people talking about listing their houses recently than I did in the summer. And I think that has mostly to do with rates came down a little bit, and then the Fed's news and all that kind of stuff. And as well as the longer rates stay like they are, those people with I have a 2.75 interest on my house. So those people at that and the 3 and the low 4s, the longer the rates stay, the more we come to realize that it is just the norm. It is what it is. And if you want to move and you're waiting on a rate, then you're waiting for nothing. So if that's what you want to do, then people are kind of realizing, well, that's what we're going to have to do. And that's the reality of it. So more people that are waiting are just naturally going to start moving that have been thinking about it, and rates have come down, so that's kind of getting people out too. So anyway, if you need help with anything, if you have a home to sell, if you want to buy a home, if you're planning on doing something in the future, it's never too early to sit down and get a plan together. I stress that all the time. People want to just move now. They I want to sell my house, and now they want to list it next week. That's okay, you can do that, but if you know you're going to be doing something, it's always best to come up with a plan, to take it slow if you can, and then to move forward with a course of action that makes sense and is not so chaotic or hectic. So give me a call, let me help you. Thanks.